Welcome to the show, Paranormal Parley, chat to make you glow. Talking food and sometimes rude, however the live stream rolls. Amazing mods with lightning rods to keep out all the trolls. Fantastic.
I've got to add myself to the screen. Oh, hang on, let's get some music on. This is completely a Booyah live. I was going to go earlier, fell asleep, but my laptop's a little bit iffy, so I want to test that it's working properly before the big live tomorrow. There we go. Music. Oh, 10 people in. I'm sitting here talking to the walls, like all the best ghost hunters do. And my kettle boiled just in time. Except I've got the coffee. That music's quite loud. Hang on. It's better. This is better. Right, let's see who's here. This trackpad, I'm gonna have to try and attach a mouse to this laptop. So let's see how we go. Sam Hain, good to see you. Booyah, Raven. Booyah. Actually, Sam, I watched I can't remember if I left a comment. I'll go back and check, because if I did, I'm awful for that. I will leave a comment, but I did watch your Joshton video. Loved it. Loved it. Terry, hello. 3 error messages in a row. I was getting them all the time yesterday. I was getting them in John Boy's live. I was getting them in your live. Who else went live? Oh no, I was all right in Segs. Don't think being a moderator makes any difference. Oh, I think there was a couple of times in Segs that I've had to repost something. Sometimes it happens just time after again, and then it doesn't happen for a while. Right, did I put coffee in there? No, that is boiling water. Yeah, that's definitely just boiling water. You'd think I'd get me coffee right, if nothing else. Now here we go. Sherry Ann, good morning to you. How are we doing? Shadow Mice, booyah! Booyah! Sky! Sky in the house! By Jove, I made it! Turkey Dingo Skeleton. Oh, Justin! We've got royalty in the house. You know you've got royalty when the pinky's raised, when he sips his tea. I enjoyed your podcast last night with Justin. And yes, I am admitting to that on a live. I'd actually forgotten about that photo. That was what I keep talking about, an encyclopedia I had as a kid, which I've still got actually, and I read it from cover to cover multiple times. And I remember that photo. I'd forgotten all about it, but as soon as you saw it, I'm sure there's another photo that's a bed. I can't remember if you showed that one or not. But yeah, that foot one with is it the Zimmer frame? Yeah. Good topic. I did vote for that topic, so I'm pleased it happened. Hey up, John boy. How we doing? How we doing? Have you had a walk today? Hi there, just popping in, say a quick hi. Appreciate that, Kenny. Hope you're good. Kenny's live tonight, I think. I'm pretty sure I've just seen the notification for Kenny. So I'll have Brits in. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning for us, but so I'm usually team rewatch. But it is worth team rewatching, Kenny, if you're in a place where you can't stay up that late. Stop stealing my greeting. Oh, he steals everything. No shame, Kenny. No shame whatsoever. Just hide the knitwear, because you'll never see it again. Ever. I felt your telepathicness. I think the K is suitable in there. I am very telepathic. Thick. Wavy. Shouldn't you be working, Biddle? Shouldn't you? What time is it? Oh no, maybe you're finished. Oh, well, there's the RAF. If you wonder what that whoosh was. RAF for line low today. Shouldn't you be working, Biddle? He's only laughing because he's clearly survived his first week back with, what did you call them, Justin? Snot monsters or something. Kenny's multitasking. See, Kenny can multitask because he does it all for science. He can watch a live stream, he can do his research, he can play with his Ghostbuster toys and read Dragonlance for the umpteenth time. I'm reading Dragonlance for the umpteenth time. First 6. Can men do that? Real men, Justin. Yeah, I'm sorry that you opened the door on that one. Real men can multitask, sweetie. I, on the other hand, cannot. I am crap at it. When I was teaching, I found it impossible to talk. I could talk for England, believe it or not, when I was lecturing. But if I was using the whiteboard, I could not talk and write at the same time. It was impossible. Absolutely impossible. Any SHC nightmares, Justin? Actually, I wonder if anybody did get nightmares last night about human combustion. Bet somebody did. No nightmares, not yet anyway. Yeah, it can take a day or two, can't it? Don't think you're safe. Luna's Mayhem. Hello, sweetie. Lurky worky over here. We welcome our lurky turkeys. Hang on, this trackpad is not working. Tonight, just click on the link and let it play. I need all the views I can get. I kind of use your lives as a radio, to be honest, if I can't stay up for it. Yours and Don't Tell Him, but yours and Justin's Monday night one. I don't know what it is about Justin's Monday night one, because it's 8 o'clock in the evening for me, but something about my Mondays knackers me watching it half the time. So yeah, they both tend to be my radio shows. I keep telling Justin, I don't know if you've looked yet, Justin, but I really think you should be looking at those Mondays. And actually those Thursdays as well, maybe looking at them as podcasts. I don't just mean on YouTube. I just got thanks to Raven, I just got a free trial to Spotify, so I'm thinking of looking at that while I'm still there. John Boy says, no, I'm not highlighting. Oh, I have highlighted. Hang on. Highlight another John Boy one. I'm on day 6 hibernation, PlayStation, YouTube, and music. John Boy did was it 12 hours? 10 hours the other day. Gaming. Which he never does, by the way. And if you haven't checked out John Boy's channel, as well as gaming, he does brilliant vlogs in his local area. So, worth checking out for that. I've got to get back to work. Yeah, get some work done. Kenny, you show Justin how it's done. Take the day off, Kenny. Nothing wrong with my jumper. All those seamen and submariners can't be wrong. Oh, there's an image. Is it too way before the watershed for me to say what I'm thinking on that one? Although, actually, if Sam Hain's still in the chat, maybe that's your next episode. Josh Tin amongst the submariners. You never know. I literally, Mariah, it's alright, my trackpad's really knackered. I'm gonna have to try and fix a mouse to this thing. That's why it's still up. So I thought I'm testing out it on the live today because I need it to be working properly tomorrow. Yeah, I just wanted to test the how everything's going. Because I have been editing. I was asleep, and then I'm doing some more editing on my zombie video, and it's just literally taken 10 times longer than it should do because of this stupid trackpad on my laptop. I so need a new computer. I've got to get saving up. Hey Betty, how we doing? Good to see you, sweetie. Mystic Mimo, hello. Hope you're doing good too. Everyone take the day off, says Miss Mayhem. Live forever. If it was up to Raven, I know. Forever and ever. Oh, she's been doing a good job on her own mind. Quite a few lively poos that have been going for sort of 6 hours, some of them. So yeah, she's also given up on the rest of us. It's like, right, fine, if you lot won't go live, I'll go live on my own. This spontaneous human combustion centre, that candle range, will not be coming to my merch store. Do you know, I've got a friend who makes candles as a business. She can hook you up with a bacon scented candle. I don't know if it's true or not, but my understanding is that's why. I had a friend years ago who was a vegetarian. She just didn't like meat. And she said the one meat she couldn't resist was bacon because of the smell. I am planning on doing candles for me, actually, and they're going to be coffee scented. I might try and get those rolled out before Christmas. I didn't even know what human combustion was, such a big thing. Never heard of it here in Sweden. To be honest with you, Raven, until Justin put it up on the list, I'd kind of forgotten about it. I mean, as soon as he put it up, that foot image, that came rushing straight back. But it's not really something you hear. Well, I haven't heard about it very much in recent times. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a topic that comes up very much. Be very gentle with this trackpad. Oh no! How about the essence of pork scratchings? There you go. Justin, people are helping and you're ignoring them. Oh, I can use with the buttons to go up and down the chat. Oh, that helps. Don't have to use it. Box actually see, so glad the Spotify. Yeah, it did. It did. It put me through. I've got a 3-month trial, and I'm trying to think because I'm hoping to get the new computer in the middle of October. So I'll still have some trial left. So if I get an early podcast done, I can test it on the Spotify thing as well. So hi to the comments. I know. I've honestly not looked into turning them into your audio only combat. Isn't it a lot of work though? The reason I'm suggesting yours actually, Justin, is I think especially might be a bit more difficult for the chimp parties because you do put visuals on there, but I don't know. I think some of your interviews might just be a case of clipping what doesn't make sense without a visual. But I think your interviews on a Monday shouldn't be too much. Just a case of taking the visual. You can detach audio very easily. So, I mean, I detach it anyway when I'm editing, and then just put an image over the top of it. Put yourself in a lovely snazzy jumper, so people can just look at you in a jumper and listen to the interview. I heard about it, but it's been a while. I think because smoking is unfashionable. Yeah. Yeah. It's I haven't heard about it for ages. Maybe it's it could be an urban myth. Michael, oh, voice gone. Hey. How we doing? Something at the bottom of the chat. I'm being very delicate with this trackpad. Yeah, it's playing up. Raven's comment will have to stay up for a bit. Oh no, I can get rid. Yeah, it's trying to think how old I'd have been when I had that, but it was probably early 80s. It was probably I was 13 in 1980, so it might have been a little bit before. When I dig the book out again, I'll have a look at the date my version was printed. But ding ding, I know, look at me. Look at me. It's like UFOs aren't saucer shaped anymore, they're now cigar shaped. It's fashion. I know, well, you got to move with the times. Any self-respecting alien needs to keep up with the trends. I would have thought that a cigar shaped one would be more aerodynamic anyway. Actually, I do believe in UFOs and aliens. I do believe they're possible. So, but they're different shapes. There might be any. I mean, I can't see out the window where I'm sitting. It might have been a UFO that whizzed. It might not be in the RAF. I'm just assuming it was the RAF. Could have been a UFO. I prefer UFO, by the way. What's the new term for it? And I can't even remember what the term is. The 3 new letters they've got. Well, no air in space, to be fair. I'd definitely be using UFOs, yeah. UAP, thank you. I knew it was U something. That doesn't sound as sexy, does it? It doesn't sound as sexy as, yeah, it's unidentified aerial phenomenon. But UFO sounds much better. You don't even need to know it's unidentified flying object. It's like a word all on its own. Shadowcat, you treasure, member for 2 months. Thank you so much. Bless you, and if I can highlight that, yeah. Thank you so much, Shadowcat, you treasure. Can I? No. I was wondering if the arrows would let me go down on it. No. I have to try and find a mouse for tomorrow because I've got some videos and stuff to show tomorrow. Actually, somebody mentioned the zombie. Who mentioned that? Um, if you're on my Patreon, I've just Raven, Terry, Mariah. If you're on my Patreon, I've just put the intro onto the Patreon as an early look. If you remember, what I've put on the members video, on the members section, it's a little video I've put together, but I'm snipping it for the bits and pieces for the main video. Just put it all in one place. It makes it simpler. And I think this one will be quite a long video because I'm literally going through from the start of the Haitian voodoo folklore right the way through into looking at it in literature and movies and books and games and TV, etc., and how it's still so popular today. There's kind of been a resurgence, actually. Trying to think where that would have started. I think in the last 10, 15 years, it's suddenly, I don't know whether video games have had a big impact with that. When did The Last of Us come out? And the Resident Evils? I think games have actually had an influence on film and TV picking it up. Phenomenon. No, don't give me an earworm, John Boy. No fair. Just wait till you're live. Sorry, I'm laughing because John Boy. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Resident Evil, wasn't it? Sponge made him sing. Was it ABC? And he thought that was. He got a copyright strike, a copyright claim, and he thought it was that. But I think it turned out to be the closing credits to Resident Evil. Yeah, it started. The belief is it's the main zombie legend started with the Haiti in the Caribbean, Haitian voodoo. But it's linked in with from Africa as well. But in Haiti, ended up being a combination between voodoo, spirituality, and actually the Catholic religion, people who are over there. So it's kind of an amalgamation. And then in the early 20th, telling you the video, but in the early 20th century, they started writing books and doing movies, etc. And of course, as soon as something like that goes into popular culture, we all know that as soon as a ghost story or an urban legend or folklore goes into popular culture, goes into film and TV, etc., that's it. It can explode. Resident Evil came out in '96. Yeah. I mean, you've got the Resident Evils, you've got the Evil Dead, so that it was bubbling under. But I think it was probably. I haven't done the gaming bit yet, but I think the games had a big influence on the movies, etc. Yeah, I knew Last of Us was later. I tried watching the TV show, but because I love Pedro, Pedro Pascal's in it, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And I know I couldn't do it. Pop cultural hijack things. Yeah. And we all know, I mean, I don't need to tell you guys, we all know that what happens is pop culture hijacks something. They'll make a movie or whatever. And the original narrative gets twisted, whether it's folklore or whether it's something that's allegedly happened. And then whatever's in the movie or the TV ends up being what people think is the actual history of it. I mean, a classic example of things like the Conjuring movies, Amityville. Shadow Mice, you legend, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you so much. Guess it was Romero to make it popular. Yeah, I mean, there were some zombie movies before Night of the Living Dead and Evil Dead, etc. But, I mean, I studied one at uni, because I studied film at uni, called I Walked with a Zombie. It was about the 1950s, I think, and that was about Haitian zombies. And there were some even earlier than that, but they weren't a popular genre. Horror movies, classically loved vampires and werewolves and, you know, Frankenstein and stuff, but I think society kind of started identifying with the zombies. Cag! It's Cag here. Can't see her. We're popping in to say hi. Yeah, I watched Cag and Alison are in the UK at the moment, guys. Alison did a members live a couple of hours ago. I was watching that. So I'm hoping everybody's subscribed to Adelaide Haunted Horizons, but if you're not, please go over and subscribe to them. And yeah, so I think they're doing quite a few investigations while they're over here in the UK. Because if you don't know, Alison and Cag are from the UK. You know, they fled to Australia or whatever. You know, and it serves them right, because look who ended up there as well. So I think they're doing quite a few investigations while they're here. So please keep an eye on that. And I think there'll probably be a few. It might be members, but there'll be quite a few Booyah lives as well from locations. I think Alison said they were coming up to my way. It's at Chillingham. Night of the Living Dead did for several reasons. And in terms of horror movies, not even to do with zombies now, but in terms of horror movies, Night of the Living Dead was a pivotal horror movie because it didn't have any closure at the end. Up until then, most horror movies, you know, you get rid of the monster and then everybody's happy, so you can leave the cinema happy. And that doesn't happen with Night of the Living Dead. Spoilers, but it is like, you know, nearly over 50 years old. And that did set a new trend in horror. Look at Halloween. Halloween's another one. No closure to it. Alison is sat with me. Cuckoo. Reminds me of Live and Let Die, James Bond. Hey, Alison. Say hello to Cag. Should say hello to Alison as well. I won't be able to go to the cinema to see it, but I actually can't wait to see that one. I love the Smurl story. And the trailer, because I'm a tart for horror, more because of the visuals, and the trailer looks stunning. So I no spoilers when people see it, because it'll be a while before Sarah sees it. Well, I suppose if it's the Smurl house, I kind of know what's going to happen if they stuck to the story. But I'm assuming it's out in the UK today. There's Cag. Please go and support Cag and Alison if you're not already. 9. I knew it was quite a few. 9 investigations. Alison has 4 more when I go home. So looking forward to those. Looking forward. Bye, Shadowcat. Thank you for dropping in, sweetie. She replied and wait. It's because she's a treasure. Have you got a Blu-ray? I have got a Blu-ray player. Somewhere. It's not hooked up to the TV at the minute. I haven't hooked it up since I changed rooms, but I do have one. In all honesty, I've never really seen a huge difference in Blu-ray to video to, you know, DVD. Unless they've really gone to town on it. And I think it also depends how good your TV is. But what I want to know with my Blu-ray is whether I've got a problem at the moment, because there's 1 or 2 things that I want that I'm pretty sure I can't get in the UK, so they're going to have to come from America. So I need to find a way of playing NTSC on PAL systems. But I'm not buying the stuff until I know I can do it. DVD is HD, Blu-ray 4K is different. Yeah, I've noticed it with some things I've got. But other things, there's only so. I suppose it's the older stuff I've got. You can't notice it that much. I mean, the very first Blu-ray I bought. No, that was the very first DVD. Was Jason and the Argonauts. What was the first Blu-ray I bought? Oh, I bought the Pirates of the Caribbean box set, the first three, because I love me Pirates of the Caribbean. And you could tell a difference on those. But there's been one or two others that. I mean, Blu-rays aren't that much money now, but at the time, they weren't cheap. I can play both on PS4. Yeah, I don't really want to buy a PlayStation though. I've got to fork out for a computer, so buying a PlayStation as well. No, I'm buying a gaming computer, so. Puerto Rican, hello. How we doing, sweetness? Open morning of the quasi-mentally functional coffee dead. Coffee is in my hand as we speak. Really? I love The Shining. Shining's one of my favourite movies. I'll have to check that out. Editor's cut. Is that the one with all the extra bits in? Like the bear in the room and stuff like that. Sky says, I'm listening intently, watching avidly, lying badly. Yeah, Sky, be nice to Granny. Be nice to Granny. Nanny-O needs to be nice to Granny. Good to have you back, though. So cool to have you back. The extra bits really stand out. Yeah. Yeah. I it's been a while since I watched that sort of longer cut, but they do make a difference, and they actually make a difference to the story. They actually, because when I was teaching the BTEC, when I was doing the theory, I used to teach horror movies, and I always used to start with The Shining to analyze, and yeah, those extra bits do fill out the story. Mike says, "Hey, Sky, how's Sky doing?" Sky is doing a lot better. She's had a good week, health-wise and news-wise. Which is good. Oh, I love Constantine. Constantine's awesome. This is what I mean about. Sorry, I'm just texting. So I mean, I can't even text and talk. Sorry if I missed anyone. Yeah, me too. If I missed you guys, please just yell at me and say, "Hey, Sarah, you missed me." No, it's a funny time because I was trying to go live earlier and it didn't happen. Only so much Crapple Tunnel allows at a time. Oh no. I've had that. Fortunately, I didn't have to have anything done about it. It was a long time ago, but that is painful. And I actually got it from sitting at the computer for too long. Finally got a good prognosis, says Sky. I'm the best DIY doctor in the world. Oh, me too. Actually, I'm crap at looking after myself. I'm really struggling at the minute, and my doctors would be appalled. I've really got to start making more of an effort. I will fully admit to that. I hear that sort of reeking. Yeah. When I did my hand in, they thought it was carpal tunnel. It wasn't. I've only had carpal tunnel once. about 20 years ago, I think. But yeah, I actually worked out how I got it. Sitting at the stupid computer. I got the autopsy of John Doe, on Jane Doe, sorry, on Blu-ray. Trackpad playing up on Blu-ray because Beardo said it was good. It's crap. Trusted Beardo with a horror movie. Come on. Come on. I think horror movies, probably like all movies, but I do think horror movies, it depends what you're into. I mean, Bestie's husband is a horror freak. Ever since I've known him, I met him at uni, and ever since I've known him, I mean, back then it was like sort of video collection that he had, and half of them were still banned in the UK, and he loves his gore. I mean, the gorier the better for Mud. We call him Mud. The gorier the better, and that's what he loves. And it's like, I'm never been wholly bothered with zombies. I'm getting more and more into zombies. But I don't know. I like storytelling. I like my sort of, I don't know, psychological, folklore ones. That was a really bad way of saying what I like. But I like ones that really get to you sort of psychologically. For example, I love Halloween. I love the first Halloween movie. And one of the reasons I love the first Halloween movie is he's not a monster or an alien or, you know, werewolf or vampire. He's a man, and he's still a monster. Mike, love the content you're getting out. Thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate that, because I am on the cusp. Well, with the zombies as well, but of putting stuff out that I'm just putting it out now. I'm putting out the Chariots of the Gods. I'm putting out Satanic Panic. I'm putting out the new zombie one. I'm loving putting together the zombie one. And the zombie one came about because I was looking for topics for both of the upcoming magazines in the yearbook. And I was trying to think of things that were a little bit different. So, and like I say, I walked with a zombie at uni, so I knew that movie. So yeah, that when it's tied to culture and folklore, and it's got a history behind it, that's when I really love it. Hell yes, oh well, we know Raven loves zombies. Raven for Halloween last year did the makeup on herself to look like a zombie, and it was fucking awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Psychological thrillers are my favorite. Yeah, I really like a movie that stays with you, and that's why Night of the Living Dead was so influential, because people realised what it was talking about. You know, it wasn't just a monster movie. It was about society. It was about people sort of, you know, not losing their identity, etc. But also because it was an open ending, and when it's an open ending, the one that got to me kind of isn't an open ending. But if you've seen Wolf Creek, the Australian movie, which is based on a true story, and when I watched it, I thought, oh, that was a good movie, and we all did, that's all right, and thought nothing more of it. So went back to doing whatever we were doing. But then the next day, all of us said, oh my god, that movie's just sort of stayed in our heads. That's a good horror movie. Survival films, preferably a true story. Yeah, I actually love the. I don't know if it's because I couldn't do it for the life of me because of vertigo, etc. But the ones that are sort of about mountains, like the Everest, and I actually have a really good K2 documentary. I love K2 more than Everest, actually. So movies like that, sort of stuck in the wilderness. I walked with it's from 1943. Yeah, I did it. Bye, Cag. Have a great time with family, sweetie. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not one I'm going to say, oh, you got to go out and watch I Walk with a Zombie. I had to watch it because I was studying it. But it's and it's more to do with the Haitian side rather than the zombies we know now. But it is very influential. Constantine has that stupid trackpad. has that scene where priest can't get alcoholic drinks to get out of bottles and into his gob. Why do you say gob as well? I thought that was a UK thing. And he goes mental, and that's what plays in my mind. Actually, I tell you who was really good in that was, I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy that played the devil, the guy that played Lucifer was amazing. It was a really good portrayal by him. That's before my dad was born. Actually, my dad was born in 1943. Mum was born in 1942. Time for mushy peas. I haven't had mushy peas in a while. Thank you, Cag. Thank you for giving the thumbs up to mushy peas. Oh, is that his name? Actually, I don't recognise the name. I recognised him, but he's one of those actors you kind of see, and you know that you've seen him before. Oh, he's a Swedish actor. Well, that means you were cheated. I feel better for not knowing his name now. Six Below. I don't know, Six Below. Sneaky Raven. Sneaky. He was the assassin with Bridget Fonda. I haven't seen that in forever. Absolutely forever. I'll tell you which one I do want to rewatch though is Leon. I think in the US it was called Professional, but over here it was called Leon. The lovely Jean Reno and the amazing Gary Oldman. I think that's probably one of my favourite roles of Gary Oldman's. He's so good in that. Not as good as the Skarsgårds. The Skarsgårds are sort of taken over Hollywood, especially, well, the dad as well. The dad, Bill. What's the other one called? I know there's three of them, but what's the other one who's in a lot of them? Gary Oldman played Fitz. Oh, Sid and Nancy. There's a beautiful shot. Did you? I know this is typical of me. There's a beautiful shot in that film where it's Sid and Nancy in an alleyway, and they're kind of silhouetted, and there's all this litter, sort of just gently falling down on them. It's amazing. He was brilliant in Sid and Nancy. I haven't seen that forever either. The other one that he's really good in, and it's only a cameo, and it's a very underrated movie because it's a Tarantino movie, but he didn't direct it. Tony Scott directed it. It's True Romance with. Just gonna get a drink. Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette. It's a very brief cameo, but he's amazing. There's a lot of brief cameos in that actually. Brad Pitt plays a stoner for 10 minutes. But that movie's got a scene in it. I might mention this before. That movie's got a scene in it between Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken, which to me is one of the best head-to-heads. They're called head-to-heads when it's just two actors in cinema. It's incredible. The two of them, two powerhouses on screen at once. Gary Oldman and Sid and Nancy is the best. I want to try and investigate Chelsea where she died, as it's allegedly haunted by her. Really? I actually didn't know that. Murder in the First Prison Warden. I'm hungry again. Raven, you're always hungry, sweetie. Put the pizza in. Lisa, hello. Member for 4 months. You treasure. You absolute treasure. What's happened to Wes? He never comes into my lives anymore. He doesn't call, he doesn't write. It's okay, I know he's busy. Do still want you to do a podcast with me when I'm all set up. But I had food a couple of hours ago. I shouldn't be hungry. I don't know. I think that's a good time. And that's a good time to start getting peckish again. Remember for 11 months, Sky, you treasure. You treasure. Be a 1 year old anniversary next month. Sky, you're amazing. And I do appreciate all the support I get from everybody. And from you. He still loves me. Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm kidding. If you're not subbed to APRF, guys, honestly, breath of fresh air. There's ghost hunters, ghost investigators, paranormal investigators. I don't know what the politically correct term is these days. Raven, you've just inspired me to reheat some pizza in the air fryer. At least you reheated it. None of this cold crap. Pizza should be hot. Congealed cheese is nobody's friend. Nobody ever. Ever, ever, ever. Oh. I'll find a mouse for tomorrow. Hope this laptop likes mice. Sort of my opinions, Nancy ruined him. I also think that Sid, and I think Johnny Rotten's kind of suggested the same thing. You know, and it happens all over in music, especially in sort of rock and punk and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, people are really into doing it and love the idea of doing it, but then the fame hits, and especially if they're susceptible to, you know, substances, they can't handle it. And I actually think that Sid just couldn't handle anything. He just wanted to, you know, be himself. It's a good movie though. If you get a chance to see it, you never see it. I never see it listed, but if you do get a chance to see Sid and Nancy with Gary Oldman, it's such a good film. Oh, thank you. It'll make me hungry. Yeah, sorry, can't really help it in my life. Raven's fault. She started talking about being hungry. APRF, there's APRF link. Please, guys, if you're not subbed, please support them. They are a very exciting channel, and I mean that, by the way. All work and no play. Poor old boy. He's been editing the new video. Oh, awesome! We got a new video coming. Sarah's my favourite, not sure why, but she's got that plant waiting. I haven't used the plank in a while, actually. I don't know, I haven't had to use it in a while. All the drop there. Sis mum got them on drop, yeah. Yeah. I think they just loved each other, but neither of them could cope with what was going on around them. Cold pizza for breakfast, reheated. Oh no, just ruined it. No, it's never. No. Everybody says that. Oh, you gotta have cold pizza for breakfast. You really don't. It's not the law, you know. You can save your taste buds and your digestive system. Speaking of plant, no one's been planked in a while. So, Wisdom, hello. We're awake. Wisdom's awake. I'll be planked. I don't mind. Okay, I'll plank Mystic meanwhile. People are missing the plank. There we go. I think Debbie's one of the last ones to be planked, actually, because she kept talking shit. She kept talking crap about coffee and talking about salad cream and cold pizza. Had to happen. Brian! Hello. How are you doing? Last year I took a trip to pay respects at Joey Ramone's grave. It was nice and just played some songs in the piece. I hope it's a respected grave because they're not always. The only one I've been to is because I've been to Paris a few times and I've seen Jim Morrison's at the Père Lachaise. And it's actually a very small gravestone, but Père Lachaise is a very old cemetery, and all the way round Jim Morrison's grave are these massive mausoleums, and they've been graffitied and on, and it is a shrine to Morrison there, but kind of feel sorry for about for those whose families have got the mausoleums. Yes, I love the Ramones actually. Sarah tried cold pizza was good for no. Tell you now, I won't like cold pizza. Unless it's one of those dessert pizzas and it's meant to be cold. Oh no. Cry in the chat. It's a random live day. Yeah, I am live as normal tomorrow. But there was a few things I wanted to test out, so just thought I'd go live for a couple of hours. And then it'll be time. What time is it now? Yeah. And then when I'm done, it'll be time to make dinner. I don't know what I'm doing today. Might do an omelette actually. Salad cream is not lush. I can have it. I mean, if it was the only option, I could have it. And I do like the sandwich bread, but no, mayo's the way to go. I actually have a lot of mayo, but salad cream's too sharp for me. But I would have it on a salad if there was nothing else available, let's put it that way. It was a simple grave in an ordinary cemetery in the Meadowlands area of New Jersey. Awesome. If I throw in some white chocolate, does that warrant a drop bear? It does warrant a drop bear, Shadow Mice. It does. I'll get the drop bear ready in a minute. I could get some ice cream, but that will make me fall asleep. Ice cream makes you fall asleep. Really? I haven't had ice cream in ages. I'm trying not to eat too much sweet stuff, but the cookies keep calling. Sarah! We're over here. You just having a coffee. Mad respect for the Ramones. Yep. My dad went to Graceland for his 70th and said the only good thing about it was the grave. I can't remember who I was talking to. It was somebody in the UK. It was a friend who said they'd been to Graceland. I can't remember who it was though. Weirdly. And they said the grave, because you literally just get shuffled on in a line to go around, so you're only there for like a second. But at least if he was happy seeing the grave, that's the main thing. You have chalk ices, but you don't want them. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, John Boy. Pass them over here. Jim Morrison was more a poet than a musician. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Doors fan. I like some of the stuff, but we were actually in Paris to see Guns N' Roses. It was early 90s. And we had time, so I thought we'll go to the Père Lachaise, see Morrison's grave. It was respected, but almost too well, with little fan stuff left behind. Pizza flavoured crisps. I've just heard the ice cream. You get an ice cream, or you would get an ice cream van where you live. There's probably one on every street corner. They have turf wars up here. Literally. Pineapple flavoured Pringles. Oh, I can't imagine that. I like my sour cream and chive Pringles. Um, Thai green. Ooh, Thai green vegetable curry. Wes has hot dogs. All right, all right. What's Wes putting on his hot dogs? This is important. I need to know. I like spritzing lemon juice on salad. Yes, yes. I like a bit of. Sometimes I'll put a bit of vinegar on salad. Um, was one Ron Weasley driving it? To run from me if he was. Um, Glenn Danzig was trying too hard to be a poet of Morrison. Yeah. Dunk the cookies in your coffee. It may make it taste better. My coffee is amazing. Amazing. Sound like, what's he called? Rebel Hallwood? What it's called? Craig. That's it. Or Strictly. Amazing. Coffee's amazing. Cookies are amazing. Together, it's like just heaven in your mouth. I didn't say that. Debs, what's a choc eyes? Chalk eyes. It's basically an ice cream. Well, it's sort of ice cream with chocolate around it, but it's done in such a way you can hold it. It's like a rectangle. I get the ice cream van 3 times a week up my road. Oh, I need an ice cream van to come around the house. Tell me it's chilly. Oh, chilly. Sour cream, Pringles. Yeah. I like chives. Pizza Pringles. No, I thought you said pine. Who said pine? Oh, Raven said pineapple Pringles. Pizza Pringles. Pineapple only belongs on pizza. I quite like pineapple. I often buy. Do you know something? I when I remember, I'm a bit bad on that at the minute, but I make smoothies on the basis if I have a smoothie, I've had all of my vitamins for the day in the morning. Eat what I want for the rest of the day. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. And pineapple's actually really good to put into a smoothie. I put other stuff in there as well, banana, and I buy the frozen fruits like the cherries and the summer fruits, etc. But pineapples this summer in the UK, or certainly where I am, have been like the pound for pineapple. It lasts me for days. And I prefer fresh pineapple to tinned. I use tinned for cooking, but I like pineapple on pizza. I don't care what anybody says. Ham and pineapple pizza, can't beat it. Well, you can, but I do like ham and pineapple pizza. Like pizza, pineapple doesn't belong anywhere. It does. It belongs in my mouth. I was just about to say that. I've just seen Debbie's comment. It belongs in my mouth. He's having one with ketchup, one with mustard, one with sweet chili sauce, all with onion. What a legend! Not a drop of mayo in sight. I don't like mustard. I don't like English mustard. I'm guessing it's English mustard. But I forgive the mustard. It's only because I don't like it. Sweet chili sauce, though. Yum. All with onions. See, that's the way in the UK you eat it. Ketchup, fried onions. And if somebody's nice enough to have made it properly, chili. I love chili dog. I want real Italian cannolis topped with a scoop of chocolate ice cream. Oh, did I say pineapple Pringles? That's because I'm a twit. I don't like pineapple sodas. I quite like pineapple. I'm not a big pineapple fan, but in its place. Cheese and chive Pringles every Christmas. Trouble with Pringles is so expensive, and they'd be worth it if they lasted longer. Because isn't it Pringles that has the if you pop you can't stop? It's bloody true, But I don't know why they give you a lid, because, you know, you're not going to put the lid on halfway through and put them away. Well, I'm not. It's a texture for me with pineapple. I tried drinking pineapple juice, but the taste reminds me of the texture. Yeah, I get that. Worst thing is coconut. I'm not a big coconut fan, although, again, fresh coconut is much better than. The trouble is, well, especially in the UK, I'm not going to speak for anywhere else. When you talk about coconut, you think desiccated coconut, all bitty, and that's a texture thing. But fresh coconut is actually quite yummy. No French mustard. I like whole grain Dijon mustard. And if I manage to get over to, when I manage to get over to the States, I'm determined. I've got to get my health back up, but I'm determined. I want to try American mustard. Because I think it's just Coleman's English mustard I don't like, because I will eat other mustards. Sweet chili sauce, yeah. Oh, he said no. Oh, a French mustard. I'm all for that. Yeah, it's Coleman's English mustard. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. French mustard. He's allowed that. Tomato sauce and loads of fried onions. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Debbie. Ugh. Actually. Crap, hope he's not lurking. But if you put bacon on a hot dog, I can see the mayo going on it then. I quite like mayo on bacon. Bestie eats bacon sandwiches with mayo on. I don't, I have ketchup on them, but yeah. If there's bacon on theirs, oh, I'm going to regret saying that, aren't I? Pringles is shrinking. Everything's shrinking. What was it? Is it your live? We were talking about chocolate bars getting stupidly small. Bye, Mike. Thanks for being here, sweetness. Actually, I've got a feeling. Mike, did I? Oh, I did. Suddenly thought, I hope I'm keeping up with the super chat. I hope I did say thank you at the time, sweetness. I'm going to feel awful if I didn't. I remember the comment though. The lid is for hiding your stash in the camera. It said that. Do you know something? You're probably right. Sweet red onion sauce on hot dogs is epic. Yes, I get that. I would say that. We have probably not on a hot dog, but I love caramelized onion. Love caramelized onion on a ham sandwich. On a ham sandwich. I love sweet coconut, particularly baked. Those marshmallows that are covered in toasted coconut are flavor. Oh, snowballs. I love snowballs. Can't do coconut the texture. Yeah, you see, that's what I mean with coconut. We in the UK we tend to associate with desiccated coconut because they've crumbled it up. If you get the chance to try real coconut fresh before they've minced it, I don't mind coconut milk and food and stuff, but otherwise it's there. Need to get moving too. No problem, sweetie. This was literally a test Booyah live for the trackpad. It's actually not doing too badly. American mustard is just yellow mustard. If it's anything like English mustard, yuck. Although, when on the rare occasion, in the past, in the dark past, where I actually managed to get to a bloody McDonald's, I do like the mustard on McDonald's burgers. They don't use English mustard. I'm guessing they use American mustard, so I don't think it's completely different. I might see if I can get some American mustard, actually, just to test it out. See what I've got at the bottom of my freezer, getting hungry. Sorry. What'll be clipped? What if I said that'll be clipped? Bacon and mayo. No! No, I will deny all knowledge. I'll say that I was taken over by AI. This is an AI voice. Sarah's not here right now. Sarah never said that. Liking the sound of it though, to be honest. I might try that. Might do another taste test at some point. Be a bit more faffy to make, but in spring I make pineapple coconut flour muffins. Helps for those that don't like the texture of coconut. I get the texture for pineapple because there's not a lot of difference between sort of canned and the real thing in terms of texture. But with coconuts, I think the texture thing is because it's desiccated. I use my empty Pringle cans as trash cans. It's the kind of thing I do. Yeah. Raymond's obviously like me. She's sitting at the desk all day. She can't bother to move. So you use something empty before you actually take it down to the bin. Oh, chili con carne with rice and chips. Oh. I was going to have an omelette, but I don't want one now. I want chili con carne with rice and chips. Okay, I'm having an ice cream. You have an ice cream. My son's mother doesn't do the texture, so I make it with flour or coconut oil for cooking. I had a snowball during the week for my cuppa. I like snowballs. I like Tunnocks. You know, if Tunnocks made Coca-Cola, they'd rule the world. But Tunnocks snowballs, marshmallows, the marshmallow tea cakes. What's the other thing Tunnocks do? Oh, the caramel wafers. Can't beat Tunnocks. John Boy, that needs grated cheese on top. Needs sour cream, sweetie. You always have sour cream with the chili. 20 minutes to boil rice. Yeah, that's about right. If it's proper rice rather than microwave. Check it after 15 though, just in case. And simmer it, because if you boil it, it'll cook too quick. I've actually started buying proper rice again because the microwave stuff's crap. So yeah, it does sound about right for regular rice. Homemade nachos. I need some sour cream because it's a while since I've done homemade nachos. With jalapenos and cheese, salsa, and I can never be bothered, but I like it with mince as well, chili mince. What's the difference between chili and chili con carne? I don't think there's any difference, is there? Just a longer name, I think. I could be wrong though. Somebody will put me right. Great way to use up leftover chili. You have leftover chili? I've not heard of such a thing. Actually, it is. That's actually my favourite way to eat nachos, to be honest. Nachos, chili, grated cheese, jalapenos. What am I missing? Microwave it, and then sour cream and salsa. Oh, this omelette's looking less and less appealing. I cook rice is in my broth for added flavour. Really? Chili con carne just means with meat. Oh, alright, okay. I think it's just chili for short. I love chili. Chili is my favourite dish ever. Forever and ever. I'm wearing my Halloween hoodie today. Actually, if you look at my thumbnail for tomorrow, celebrating autumn. Even used the word the fall for our American cousins, and I put in a sneaky couple of pumpkins, carved pumpkins in there as well. This is my favourite season. You know, the sort of September and October. So here to Halloween. If the leaves can stay on the trees long enough to give us a beautiful display of red and gold and yellow, I'll be very happy. You have a new Halloween pillow. Is that literally Halloween, Raven? Is Mike Myers on it? Or is it Halloween themed? Boo, the leaves are falling, Halloween is calling. That's why I want the computer for the middle of October, because I want to go on the camera for Halloween. I'm going to be dressing up as me. I'm dressing up as Fantastic. I've got everything sorted. No, it's a pink pumpkin head. Oh, pink pumpkin head. We're having a nacho pizza on Sunday. Oh, there you go. Hope it's hot. Just because we just ate my first ever garlic bread. Don't know why people like it so much. I actually saw on probably on Facebook Reels, because I live on those, and somebody got like a bloomer fresh loaf, sliced into it, put the garlic butter, put cheese in, put cheese on the top, put it in the oven. It looked amazing. Just give me that for dinner, honestly. I prefer cheesy garlic bread to regular garlic bread, I have to say. It's Lionheart in the house. I've seen Raven say hello. There we go. Oh, it was Lionheart that said that. I read the message and didn't read the note. I'm so sorry. So rude. Terrible. It's because I'm looking at food and being jealous what everybody's eating. Crispy spicy chicken wings with red onion and mayo is my favourite eating together. I like red onion. Red onion's the way to go if you can have onion properly. Chicken, unless a beef dish. See, I don't use chicken broth, I have to say. I don't like chicken flavour. I love chicken. I absolutely love chicken. I don't like chicken flavouring. I don't even use chicken gravy for when I do a chicken roast. Just found 2 big bags of pasta in the bottom cupboard. There are certain things I always have in. And a big bags of pasta and big bags of rice are 2 of them. And then usually things like tins of chopped tomatoes and kidney beans and stuff like that. I'm talking about non-perishable. Because I can always get creative if we're a bit low on food. Hello, give you a proper hello. How old are they? Oh, no, pasta lasts for ages. Pasta's good with chilli. I often, if I'm making a pasta just for me, I'll often put chilli into the pasta. I like a spicy everything. Garlic bread has to be done right. Don't let one batch. Yeah, don't let one batch ruin it for you. I would try a cheesy garlic bread. 1997. 1997. It's like how old your pasta is. That's like coming up to 30 years, John Boy. Maybe not. Ghost has finished his little list. Big list. Just out of date. Only just out of date. Date 5th, 2020. Oh, you'll be fine. Bereat. Yeah, exactly. It's bloody dried pasta. You'll be fine. That's a hell of a... I mean, I know it's a non-perishable, but that's a hell of a length of time, isn't it? That's a long time to be able to keep pasta. Depends on the making of garlic bread. I had the basic crap, then seasoned Italian baked in kind. Yeah. Gotta go with the Italian method, actually, with garlic bread. Always cheesy garlic bread, yeah. Peeling spuds. Hate peeling spuds. Pasta should be fine past date. Oh yeah, oh it's only out of date, just out of date. I haven't watched it yet. I saw that he'd put it up yesterday, Lionheart, but I haven't watched it yet. Was it good? Bless him, he's having to do reactions because he's on his own now, so he won't be able to go out as much. So, you know, pasta is old when it starts to break itself in package. Make homemade garlic bread, but add. No, I'm not jumped. Add the seasoning into the dough too. Yeah. I'm usually pretty strict about that as well, Raven. But unless it's something that's going to be well cooked, yeah, I'm pretty what's the word? Compulsive about sell-by dates. But occasionally, and it's like we've got some coleslaw in the fridge and it's one day out of date, I will give it a taste test. If it tastes, you know if that's off by tasting it. I'm just going to mute for a minute so I can cough. I'm back. Wayne in the house. How are we doing? Have you named the cat yet? I had about 3 names last time we came in. I'll have a panic attack if I do. It depends on yeah, best before. Yeah, in the UK it's used by. It's either best before or used by. And if it says used by, I'm a lot more careful. But I won't go much over. It's like a week old. It ain't. I'm not risking it. But you never had homemade yogurt in a milk carton. Rice bubbling away. Just let me get a drink because my throat is obviously really dry. I think I'm actually going to have to figure out how to heat this room soon. I shouldn't be complaining. More stuff is okay to eat way after sell by. Obviously, it's not milk or bread. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if something's obviously gone off, you can tell. That's the best way. But there's which one is it, or is it both of them? Aldi and Lidl. I mean, they get a lot of their stuff from countries where the sell-by date is way before ours would be. That's off what you're buying. You're probably stricter actually in Sweden, Raven, than we are. In terms of use by. Best before only means it's better before the date, not that it's spoiled. I buy natural Greek yogurt. Oh, I love natural Greek yogurt. You get it for the dog. We named the cat Max due to picking names out of a bowl. That's a very diplomatic way of doing it. Diplomatic, democratic, sorry. Words are tricky, guys. Words are tricky. I'm eating out of date stuff unless it's mouldy. It's because of my phobia. I think it's no CD. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have a phobia for being sick. Ever since I was a kid, I hate being sick. I will spend days ill rather than get myself to throw up. So that's one of my reasons for being so picky about sell-by dates. I don't want to risk it. I just thought the fluffy green stuff had flavour. Stuff generally doesn't get the chance to go past the sell-by date with me. No, it's scrape it off. It's fine. Yeah, John boy, just scrape that mold off. So you have emetophobia. Is that what it's called? I hate it. I hate hearing anybody. Not just seeing somebody. I hear the gag reflex. I just want to. Ugh. Never liked it. I have spent time where I literally, would have got better so much quicker if I'd have just done it. My greatest fridge nemesis: when is the blue cheese actually not safe or actually mouldy, and eating avocados in time? I'm not overly fond of blue cheese. I don't mind if it's actually in something, but not on its own. I'm boring when it comes to cheese. I'm a cheddar girl. Or goat's cheese. I like goat's cheese. Yeah, a green bit on your butty, pull it off, be okay. That's what I have. That's what been running my life. Absolutely, yeah. It is a... God, I couldn't... I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Literally the only times I've thrown up in my life are when I've had absolutely no choice. It's been something like food poisoning where, or a bug. So it's sweetness. Then I get why you're not going to go past the sell-by date. It's why I don't very often. And also, if I do buy something, it's like I'm like John Boy. I love the Marks and Spencer's food. I don't go very often. Well, I can't get there at the minute because it is pricey. But they do some lovely things like sunflush tomatoes and stuff like that with prawns in. Now, if I have something like that, I'm not saying it's theirs. It could be anything where it makes me feel ill. I won't have it again, even though I know it's probably a one-off. I was breastfed by my grandma. I didn't suffer side effects. I love my milk past the sell-by date. Wayne! Well, then maybe I should be planking Wayne for that. Blue cheese turns to normal cheese when it's old. I have to be careful about questionable stuff left in the fridge. I have a roommate with a cast iron stomach that will eat it. I do not have a cast iron stomach by any stretch of the imagination. Wish I did. Hey, Pump! Pump just woke up. There we go. Bottom of the chart. Look at me. Look at me. Doing alright today with the Booyah Live. I'll just have a drink while everybody's saying hello. Guys, I'm going to have to find something that isn't an omelette for tonight because you've spoilt me. Yeah, you do have to do what's right for you. You gotta look after yourself. And I completely get I didn't know there was a name for it, actually. And I don't even know where it's come from. I've just never been able to stand it. Ever. Ugh. No, Wayne, I think it's a. We didn't mention spaghetti. We already talked about spaghetti. Talking about Italian food. No, you'll have to look at his notifications. I've seen a notification for him, but I think it's a paranormal one. I think he's in Italy this week. That's why he's not been doing the. You'll have to look at his channel, sweetie. Coffee to wake up. Coffee. You gotta have coffee when you wake up. I mean, how else can you stay awake if you don't have coffee? Come on. Come on. It's one of the most. I just always assumed it was just me not liking being sick. Never actually occurred to me that. But I don't know why I have it. Just never liked it. Because I'm an awkward bugger, I just tend to see it. I'll have some spaghetti too. I'll just check the date. It's 1993. Milk is usually bad when cottage cheese is starting to form at the bottom. I tell you what, a couple of weeks ago we started having a milkman. We've got a milkman now. And I bought a little basket to put the empty milk bottles in. Milk bottles. We've got milk, glass milk bottles. It's amazing. And we get twice a week. We get 2 pints of milk and 6 eggs delivered. Do you know something, guys? I never leave the bloody house at the minute. I've really got to get myself sorted out. I've ordered another delivery for tomorrow. I've copped out of going out again today. Sarah needs to get out, do some walking. Tired of John Boy saying he's done 20 miles, in a couple of hours. The most famous thing I hear people say about it is, well, no one likes doing it, and it gets... No, it's not the same. It really isn't the same, and I completely get it, Raven. I mean, I know people, because, I'm from one of those areas, especially near the city in Newcastle, where people are big drinkers, especially on a Friday night. And I literally know people who will drink and throw up so that they can drink some more. I know people who bravely, if they're ill and they know that, throwing up will make them feel better, they'll throw up to make themselves feel better. I just can't. I'm frightened of it. Literally frightened of throwing up. Hey, Anne, how you doing? Sorry, lovely topic you've come into. I apologise. If it's cottage cheese, then nope. I have some alphabetti spaghetti somewhere. Would you like me to spell it out for you? Do they still make alphabetti spaghetti? I used to love that. They still make spaghetti hoops. I sometimes buy canned spaghetti. I had canned ravioli today for lunch, actually, on toast. It was delicious. Old days milk bottles had both milk and cream in the same. Yeah, used to have the cream at the top. But we have semi-skimmed, so you don't get that anyway. But yeah, cream at the top of the milk. Milkman, does he bring the milk or does he need to be milked? Well, he hasn't mentioned needing to be milked, but he does bring milk. But, he's never asked to be milked. But it's time. Wayne, do you know something? It's out of control. It's out of control. There you go. People were saying I haven't been planking enough recently. Then Wayne came in. I get an extreme panic attack in the moment. I'd rather go. Yeah. Awful. Yeah, I know. It's I have literally spent a lot longer being ill because I won't. Bye, Debbie. Thank you for being here. And if I don't catch you beforehand, I think you're on holiday, aren't you, next week? So have an amazing time. So they still make both. What was I talking about? Couldn't stand spaghetti. I like spaghetti hoops. I haven't had them forever. I only have them on toast. It was just like, sometimes I change the beans on toast. I do like the ravioli on toast. It's the only way I eat it. Have an epic weekend. Keep it rocking like you do. Deb's awesome. Anyway, dramatic. Yeah. Hate it. Hate it. And watching anybody else as well. Just, I can't look after anybody who's sick. Panic attacks make me nauseous. I have to put something cold on my face to stop it. I do sometimes get nauseous with anxiety, but that sort of nauseous to me isn't. I'm not worried about. I know I'm not going to throw up. Just feel nauseous, and for that I tend to have something like toast or bread or something just to settle the stomach. Mints help. Yeah, freshen the mouth. I always have mints next to me. They do have. Yeah, I actually put a food order in for tomorrow, and I ordered some mint imperials. I also eat them because I'm desperately trying to cut right down on the smoking because I have to. So when it's habit, like I'm sitting at the computer, I haven't got any today. Dad did the same thing actually when he quit. Have a mint imperial instead of a cigarette. I've sent me a couple of Ice Nine Kills songs. Not heard them yet. Is that the one I looked? No. Ghost something I looked at. Anyone know how Pinky is? Well, Pinky was in. I haven't been in her life today, so Justin's. Maybe she was in Justin's last night. I think that was the last live I looked at. Yeah, she wasn't in Alison's, so it must have been Justin's. Do you like Squeeby? I think Wayne does like Squeeby music. Like music. I do, just not all the time. Can't listen to it continually. Do the glass milk bottles have the cardboard caps like the Pogs came with? Actually, they have foil caps, but I keep meaning. I think I can get them off the milkman. Actually, you can get the tops that are reusable. I must ask him next time. I don't mind it. I'd have to listen to it first. I like it where it's a mix between the two. Mints help if you like black licorice. Oh, no, don't mention black licorice. Oh, I love black licorice, but I can't eat it anymore. Because for some stupid reason, if you suffer from low oxygen in the blood, it's not good for you. I had to throw a big bag out when I came back from the hospital in December. No more black licorice for me, and I love it. When I was having my son 28 years ago, I was advised to suck mints to help with sickness. Really? She wasn't Justin. I think that was the last. She was in live yesterday. I think secretly Pinky is the brain. Pinky's awesome. Because Pinky was asking me. The reason I remembered is she was asking me if I liked Viking metal, and I do. So she was going to recommend some. Milk and magnesium, best for Nikki's stomach. I haven't heard that term in a while, but you're not wrong. Sent you a music video, Wayne, but it's quite gory. He'll manage. He's a brave boy. I hope you like gore, Wayne. I tried to think what's coming your way, Wayne. From Raven. A lot of bleh and a lot of gore. Ginger root candy can help with some moments of nausea and digestive issue. I love ginger. Never tried it for nausea though. I might try that because that's a good excuse to have ginger, more ginger. Blood. Grubs up. Yeah, I haven't heard it. Just haven't heard it talked about in a while. It does work well. Milk of magnesia. That's old school. That is. I tell you what, my grandmother, because my mum's mum and dad lived with us. My grandparents lived with us. And if I felt sick, they used to give me, and bear in mind, I'm frightened of being sick, they used to insist on giving me bicarbonate of soda, which makes you throw up. That's probably the reason for the bloody phobia. Seen and heard it all before. Oh, worldly. Wayne's worldly. I'm allergic to something in milk of magnesia, so note from the... I don't think I've had it since I was a kid. As long as ginger does agree with the person, though, for some reason it can create apocalypse in bigger amounts. Oh, trust me. I'm hardcore on the ginger. Hardcore. Borders, my treats, because they're expensive. Borders, dark chocolate ginger cookies. Gingerbread latte is also my treat, because I'm not supposed to drink much milk. Ginger in cooking. Oh, love it. Actually, my grandmother was the same. I've been suffering from vertigo for the past few days. Sends me dizzy. But vertigo does, sweetie. I have vertigo. I have tablets for it, which I must get renewed. I need to get my inhalers renewed as well. Vertigo sucks. Used to use ginger chews for seasickness. Love dark chocolate and ginger. Yeah. Oh. Dark chocolate gingers. Mouth's watering at the thought. I haven't got any. My mum used to say arrowroot biscuits are good for settling your stomach. Absolutely. You can sometimes find good ginger root candies in Asian markets. You can actually get it. It tends to be the sort of thing that's more available around Christmas. And I remember it being a treat that my grandmother, because she loved ginger, had used to get is the crystallized ginger sweets. Yummy. Mate of mine is seasick every time he gets on a boat, irrelevant to the weather. He doesn't retch at all. Oh no. Projectile vomiting. No. Well, that's what vertigo is, Wayne. That's how I got diagnosed. I've had it forever, but it became a real problem about 10 years ago. Major problem, where I literally had to lie down. And even when you lie down, the room's spinning. And it's actually tiny little hairs in your ears that bend the wrong way. They're microscopic. I seriously would go to the doctors about it because you can get tablets for it. I think I'm going to spontaneously combust eating this chili con carne. That's a good chili. See, that's why, John Boy, you need sour cream. Because I love my chili hot, but I like the splash of sour cream with it to smooth it down. Exactly. Yeah, get it checked, Wayne, because the doctor will be able to diagnose that. They'll just look in your ears. They're not tablets you have to take all the time. I mean, the ones I have, you literally just have to take them if you feel it coming on. Doesn't necessarily get rid of the whole thing, but it takes off that. Literally can't keep your head up. Your ears are bothering you. Could well, yeah. Your ears are bothering you. Because I tell you what, as well with vertigo, I'm worse in the summer because I get hay fever as well. So if my sinuses are blocked up, of course, that's knackering the hairs in my ears. I get more vertigo in the summer than I do in the winter. So that sounds like a great chili, John, but yeah, it does. Oh, what chili now? So special last year, but he couldn't find the problem. Well, tell him Dr. Fantastic thinks it's vertigo. Sounds exactly like vertigo. Oh dear, sugar crash. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, you need to get it sorted because if it does develop and get worse, it can hit without warning. And technically, you're supposed to tell the DVLA if you've got vertigo. Pumps off a break. I'm bloody starving because everybody keeps talking about much better food than I was planning for dinner. I may have to rethink dinner. Otherwise, my omelette's going to look very sad. Will do for sure, Dr. See, this is why I did a PhD or started a PhD, and it wasn't because I wanted to be all fancy schmancy with a PhD. I wanted a doctor in front of me. Because if somebody asks if there's a doctor in the house, they never ask for a medical doctor. They just say, is there a doctor in the house? And what are you a doctor in? Star Trek. Didn't finish it though. Dr. Fantastic. Dr. Fantastic. Dr. Fantastic. We'll see you shortly. Take 2 cups of coffee. Contact me in the morning. My blood pressure has been playing me up the last couple of years. I get dizzy spells. There we go. Hang on. Bloody trackpad. It's been behaving so far. There we go. I get dizzy spells now. Yeah, is that blood pressure will do it as well. That's another thing to get checked, Wayne. Blood pressure will do that. It's nice and mess. They will pump. I know I work from home, but technically I do nights as well. Just me. But actually doing it on a routine where you have to go out, yeah. You'll probably find it easier once you've done it for a while. I'm not saying it'll be perfect, but I'd rather see Dr. Fantastic than Dr. Crystal Balls. Oh, my bedside manner would be much better. Be much nicer, Doctor. No frying pans in my surgery. There's plenty of coffee and biscuits. Down tons of water when it's low. Really? Does that help? See? You don't need to go to try and make a doctor's appointment. Just talk to chat. Raven's a doctor in zombies. John Boy, how much of Raven's Life did you see last night? Do you know something? Raven's been going live about 9 o'clock our time, and John Boy pops in and said, I'm going to bed. And I just think it's awesome that I can genuinely say, night, John Boy. You know, I wanted to say that genuinely for years. Makes my day. Funny how doctors forget that everything is connected. Yeah, been there. That's what the doctors told you to do at the hospital. Up 5 minutes. Yeah. Raven was deaded a few times last night. No, not as much as John Boy. There's a competition between you. I don't know if you're aware of it. I'll take it up to the. Just go for a few more minutes. I think it's not a video, is it live? Oh, he's gaming. I did not die like John Boy. Makes it feels like I'm up on Walter's Mountain again. I know, that's why I love it. I always do it as a joke when you sort of say goodnight to people. I just like, just gives me a kick that you can genuinely say it. No problem, Sam Hain. I am talking about some stuff tomorrow, making some announcements, but the big live for me, which will lead on from it, will be the Saturday after. So I will be making some announcements tomorrow. The big details will be next week. I think Raven's eyes are better than mine. Gotta go 5-10 minutes, shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Ta-ta for now. No problem. I'm going to end in a minute, sweetie. Mr. Gray's just gone live, so I think he's playing Indiana Jones. So I'm because this isn't an official live, so I'm not going to moan at people going. I wouldn't moan about people going anyway, but I'll say this was just a tester live. Wait, no! I have no sense of direction though, Jumbo. See, sorry, I'm gonna have to stop highlighting. That's the only thing with some of those games. I just drive me nuts. Was it one of you? I can't remember which one it was. I think it was John Boy actually. He'd already played it. It was like, I can't remember where to go. And it's like, oh, I don't think I'd have the patience to try and work out which way I'm supposed to be going. Sam Payne says I should be able to join from the car park, but I'll be in the forest otherwise. So we can go in for a checkup and find out you have blown gaskets somewhere, doctor or mechanic. And I sometimes think like I need a bloody mechanic, need a bloody MOT. Overhaul some new parts, please. I think that was me. Maybe it was both of us. I think it was both of you, but yeah, I think it was you, Ray, because I was just thinking it was the Resident Evil one. I think John Boy was playing Tomb Raider last. But I mean, Raven was playing a boss level that was, God, it was all over the place. The actual location was all over the place rather than just one. See, I do watch. Me and John Boy, hang on, should know if each other we'd both get lost. No hide and seek then, Raven. I do watch. I'm lurky turkey a lot of the time, but I do watch. I genuinely enjoy. They're the only two gaming channels I watch, by the way. I genuinely enjoy. I'll sometimes pop in if Paul's playing and give him some grief, but I actually genuinely like watching John Boy and Raven play, and they talk to their chat. I like the games they play as well. And as I'm probably going to start gaming, probably not on YouTube, but for myself. The sort of games I like. Raven, I've got built-in sat-nav in real life. I haven't. I kind of have. If I'm concentrating. Week 3 of Raven gone missing from her own yard. I challenged Sarah to finish at least one Resident Evil game. There was one that John Boy played, and I'm going to have to find out from him which one it was. I just remember that final boss bit where I don't know. Is Resident Evil something you really should be playing from the beginning? Because I mean, it looks complicated to me as how to play. Does it benefit playing the early ones to get used to it, or can you jump straight in on another one? Just pick a game out, but you should. Dual Live. Probably Resident Evil 4. I'll play RE1. So I will give Resident Evil a go when I'm up and running. I'll probably play some of my nostalgic games first, but I would like to try Resident Evil. Don't have me try to remember to search for you there, Raven. I'm forgetful. What was we supposed to do today? No, we were supposed to look for somebody. Who was it now? Oh, I can't remember. John Boy says I'll get Resident 2 remake to play. I mean, I won't remember any of the stuff that you've done, so it's not like it's spoilers, but yeah, I do like the look of the Resident Evil. I must admit. What's going on over at Raven's place? Can 2 people play Resident Evil? I do not know. You have to ask Raven that. Don't know if Crow will join me. If you'll see, so you know what Crow's like. But if he does, Raven, don't forget to abandon him mid-game. Get him back. He needs payback. For him and Paul abandoning you in Dead by Daylight. Raven bloody helped them survive throughout an entire level, and they both found the exit and left it to expire. I'll do my best. So yeah, get him back. Same here with the. I haven't played for years because I played on a PlayStation, and then when I did my hand in, I couldn't play anymore. So, but as I'm actually getting a gaming PC, when I do get a PC, new PC, because they will just handle the graphics better than anything else that I need for. It's for YouTube. I need it. Then yeah, it's Raven's fault. She told me about Steam, and I looked and I thought, oh, I could play this again, I could play that again, I could play the other again. I did spend a lot of time gaming years ago. I got to get a new graphic card so I can PC game with another game. Dang meddling teens and their needs getting in the way. I know. Got away with it too if it hadn't been for those pesky kids. Oh, right, we'll take it up to the 2 hours. What time is it? Oh, I've got to go and make dinner. Yeah, I'm going to have to go as well. Sam Hain, thank you for being here. You have a great weekend, sweetie. Hope you have a fab weekend out in the forest. I don't know if you can still get it, but there should be a whole bundle with all the Tomb Raider games up to like 2012. Probably do get the original one first, just for nostalgia. I ran out of biscuits. I'm going to have to make crackers with margarine and marmalade. Oh, marmalade. 3 fruits marmalade from Morrison's. Heaven. I could just eat a marmalade sandwich. I've got to make dinner. I'll spoil my dinner. Good, I didn't see the time. Yes, I've got before the meddler gets back. Yeah, I've got to go as well. I'm going to get moaned at if I don't start making dinner soon. I think it was 2012 I got that bundle. Yeah, I'll probably ease myself in with back into gaming with Tomb Raider, and if I can get some Ratchet and Clank as well. Loved watching. So, because I'm a girl. Right, guys, I am doing my regular live tomorrow at 2. Get paid next Friday. I'll go game shopping. Ooh. And yeah, I'll be making some announcements in tomorrow's live. But like I say, the big live will be the week after. But I don't want to put you off for tomorrow. I may do a little sneaky members on Sunday as well, because I want my members to help with the yearbook. So I wasn't expecting to go live today. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to Shadowcat for 2 months, Shadow Mice for the gifted membership, Mike O for the $9.99, Lisa for 4 months membership, and Sky for 11 months membership. You rock. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raven, for modding. And hopefully catch at least some of you tomorrow. Toodles.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.